Hello everybody, I'm going to be presenting my level for the Virtual Environments class here today. The prompt I was given for the assignment was, "I can't believe it's so abandoned." Um, so the first thing that my mind went to when I heard that phrase was a research facility that is supposed to be operational, and upon the player's arrival, it is not. Um, Figured that would be a broad enough subject that I could create some creative little things here and there, but still stay true to the overall phrase that I was given. So for a brief overview of what we have over here, this is the main hangar area for the facility that the player will progress through in their game. This would be where the player first begins, indicated by the giant hangar doors that almost close behind them, and the barricades and other signs of a struggle that have happened here to the previous residents of the facility. Um, so if we go in game here, we will go ahead and take a look around. Near both of the doors to this facility that the player is in, there is a post-processing volume that goes into effect whenever the player gets too close, just to let them know that there is a frozen icy tundra outside and it is cold for the most part. And it's also true for this area over here. If they get too close, then it starts to have some effect on their vision to amplify the feelings of a cold, icy wasteland. But back to the main area where the player starts. Start in this corner in front of the ajar door. Some of these light posts that interact quite nicely with the post-processing volumes near the doors. Some generators that have begun to go offline, some more intensely than others. The barricades that were used by the previous residents to try and escape whatever thing was in the facility that pushed them out. This is indicated by the strange, erratic furniture that seems to be just shoved in front of the door, as well as the giant wooden barricades over this last door to the facility that was obviously hastily erected by whoever was last here. Um, there are some more facility instruments over here that were used for various scientific research things on whatever was in the main laboratory facility. Um, and this last feature right here of note for the player is a hastily erected power generator, presumably again by the previous residents to try and have some sort of attempt at escaping whatever fate lie for them inside of the facility. So getting out of the play mode, take a look at one of the materials that I'm most proud of, and I have to say that this wall texture turned out quite nicely. Um, this guy over here ended up being a much more looming and ominous texture than I was initially planning for it to be. Um, I was just going for more of a plain, almost concretey feel. Um, but the way this turned out after I made it in Mixer, it's dark enough to give it a far more ominous vibe that really helps the level tremendously. Um, and I'm glad that I made some adjustments to really push the emptiness of the walls. One of the other things I'm proud of in this level is the roof mesh for this overall arch. Um, this I had some fun with. There were some technical limitations that turned out to be of great use to me. The roof is a single mesh. The only thing about it is its normals don't they're inverted. Um, I did that on purpose because, for one, when I was building the level, I wanted to be able to see it from above without having to keep moving the roof, building lighting, removing the roof, rebuilding lighting. Because I know that's always a blast for designing a level. So I wanted to avoid that. Tried flipping the normals. Something else it would let me do is that I could control from the outside. Um, I could control more of the lighting that was getting into the building. So there are actually some smaller cracks here and there in this roof texture. that allowed just enough light to get in to actually create just that touch more lighting so it's not totally invisible, but it is still very, very dark and gloomy. Um, I think that choice that I made really helped sell this level, and I'm very glad that it turned out the way that it did.